Hello, everybody. It is so good to see all of your digital, non-existent faces in the chat. Welcome to yet another very special Godkiller one-shot. This very special one-shot is called Death's Fool. Ooh, ah. What could that mean? This one is a particularly very special game that I am excited to share with the world and all of you. So thank you all so much for being here in chat with us tonight. Godkiller would not be possible without the support of all of you beautiful queer and trans heretics. So if you don't know already, Godkiller is an original holy punk PBTA game created by yours truly, built to tell the story of one player, the Godkiller, who is going to be Joséphine tonight, and one game master, the God of Gods, who is going to be Lexi of Black Girl Mage fame. And together, the God and Godkiller will weave a mythic, violent, and transformative tale about a single mortal rising against the challenges of the divine. I'm gonna just plug this game real fast and say that pre-orders for the Ashcan edition of Godkiller are indeed open right now, so you can nab your own copy while they're still on sale during this pre-order period and be ready for their release in June. So use !Godkiller in chat to get your very own act of heresy tonight. And who am I? Who's this person behind the thing doing the thing? Well, it's me. Hello, I'm Connie. My pronouns are they, he, and she. I am the usual game master and creative producer behind this channel you're watching this show on tonight, Transplanar RPG, which is an all-transgender, POC-led, dark fantasy TTRPG show set in an original, non-colonial, anti-Orientalist multiverse. But enough about me. That's not what you're here for tonight. You're here for these incredible folks to my right. And speaking of which, Lexi, why don't you tell people who you are and where they can find you?
Oh my goodness. I'm not going to move past the word multiverse there. I'm just not going to move past that.
Connieverse real? What?
Connieverse 2023. Oh my gosh. Let me in.
Right?
My name is Lexi, otherwise known as the Black Girl Mage. I'm on Twitter. I'm Twitch. I'm Twitch. And you know what? I'm a professional game master. I do a lot of things, but most of the time I'm running games for my friends, playing games with my friends, and propping my friends up in this space. That's me. That's who I am. Joséphine.
Hi, I'm Joséphine McAdam. I'm an actor and gamer, and I'm just so excited to be here.
We're doing it, Joséphine.
We're doing it. You can find me on all the socials and on Twitch and everywhere, and it's all at JCVIM to just find out what shenanigans I'm up to. But usually it's playing make-believe whenever I can. Yeah, that's it. I'm terrible at introductions. I should have told you. Lexi, do you have other announcements?
Yeah, absolutely. We have some quick announcements before we get started. Every Saturday from now through the end of May, Transplanar will be hosting Godkiller one-shots right here on Twitch, featuring 7 pairs of gods and god-killing guests. Every single participant is a true titan of TTRPGs, so make sure you come back next week, and the week after that, and the week after that, the same time, same place to see. Next week, they've got Stella Luna and Draconic. Oh my gosh. Drac, my beloved, to take on their own version of the Cradle, where the Godkiller is the child of time itself.
Whoa. What? That's really cool.
I know.
We also have some incredible sponsors for this Godkiller one-shot series. As you can see from our overlay, we're using Roll to bring you this stream series, and it's never been easier to customize your games online with this awesome VTT. Make sure you use !sponsors in the chat to start running your games on Roll and get some info on our other sponsors, Start Playing and Magpie Games. Yay!
Amazing. Finally, Godkiller is a dark fantasy series that contains content that might be triggering to some viewers. Content warning includes fantasy violence, body horror, death of loved ones, grief, cancer parallels, complex and complicated relationships, disease, gambling, substance use, guns, classism, suicidal ideation, romance, flirting, references to sexual entanglements, mind control, charm magic, loss of agency, and mycophobia, which is fear of mushrooms for people who don't know. Very resourceful list. Use !CW in chat at any point in time to get a full list of these content warnings. Yeah, stay safe. And with that, I think it's time for us to get started.
Yes, I'm gonna fade into the darkness now. I'm booting myself from the call. Take it away, the two of you. I can't wait. Goodbye, much love.
Oh my gosh, we're doing it. Joséphine, we did it. Or
Let's
Lula,
see.
I guess.
Josephine's no longer here.
Josephine's dead. And Lula. I'm sorry.
Wow, okay.
I really went somewhere else there. But what I want to do is go ahead and step into Sun City. Nicknamed for the way the sun spills onto its skyscrapers, rooftops, and city streets, this city stretches widely into the unknown. Many people never step out of its bounds. Many people never see paradise past its wide expanse. But at the end of this city, there is a wonderful place of peace. Forest, trees, something many of the people in the city, like I said, never get to see. Though its proclivity for the sun is acclaimed, this city is a sponge full of darkness, grime and dirt, sickness and sadness, and the very rays of the sun all go to the same place here, straight to the sewers. The gods in this city are no gods. They're not. The language is too celestial, too holy. Here they are angels, roaming through the city, taking what they please, and wreaking havoc on the humans that just happen to be in proximity with them. Here, they are not known as gods, they are known as angels. And you, Lula, are on the way to find your first one. What does Lula look like, and where do we find her?
Lula looks much like myself right now, with long, blonde, wavy hair. She is soft in appearance, perhaps unsuspecting. And lately, overcome by rage, she has known no peace. She has sought it, perhaps, but she knows only the darkness of this city. She is headed to find the angel of fairness, for she has some beef with them. She finds a situation that I have been in has been anything but fair. I've lost everyone that I once held dear to fate. They became fate sick, you see, and were taken from me. And though I wish I could feel sadness, I wish I could feel grief in some way, all I feel is anger. And I have been following this anger down every path, every road, until it has led me to the lair of the angel of fairness. Oh, how I cannot wait to meet her. She has led me to the Bleeding Heart Casino, for I hear that's where she resides. I've found information about her. I know her weaknesses, I know her heart, I know her downfall. And she will meet me soon. What do I see when I approach the casino?
You approach the casino. You walk across busy city streets as the night before. Thundering sheets of rain coated the city. As you walk across the street, cars they always seem to stop for you or just happen to miss you. You stare at the Bleeding Heart Casino and you see a rancid, errant blot on Sun City. The structure is a neon bastion on the inside. You see it's almost standing like a citadel in this city. Bright lights so desperately reaching out of dark panes of glass onto the sidewalk around it, clawing for some sort of freedom. The city is dark, the taste of dread hanging on it. And when you step forward, you see that dread does not stop here. This place is the false face of an ace card in the palm of a sleighted hand. It lures citizens in deep into its arms only to end either in extreme pain and sorrow or extreme luck. You step into the Bleeding Heart Casino and you see slot machines, you see vices. You were surrounded by vice, you were surrounded by drinks, you were surrounded by people falling over each other. This place is warm. This place is burgeoning. And everyone seems to be sucked into their own vice, into their own screen, into their own bet. Because as you know, this place produces more millionaires than anywhere else. But it also can take that away from you in a snap. And you see everyone in an effort to have some sort of control in an unraveling spiral. You see people are clinging to the idea of being able to pull the switch, pull the lever, or roll the dice themselves. When you step inside, you get to the main atrium area. As I said, slot machines, loud, disruptive noises that you can tell has gone, people here have just gotten desensitized to it. But blinding lights. You see a section in the back of the casino, and you can assume that's kind of where most people are hanging out. There's a bar in the back, and there are large, long, lavish tables where tons of people are kind of like, it's tiered seating, so people are kind of sitting and laying on top of these things, like all the way up the side, up the wall of this casino. People are just like everywhere, and they are lounging like this is their jungle. Where would you like to go first?
Well, I'd like to look at these mortals like myself a little bit. It's ironic they're here toying with their own fates without realizing that the gods are toying with theirs. We are eternally at their mercy, whether or not they will ruin or give us some sort of reward. But they are just toying with us. They always have been. None of this is fair. I will make my way towards this wall. I suppose I would like to see, you said it leads ever upwards. If I was to imagine where a god might put themselves, it has to be at the very top. Can I recognize a god amongst them?
I would love for you to. So this is going to be, I believe this would be a divine move, which is recognize a god.
Yes.
I believe that for your divinity, your connection to your godhood, or your god-killerhood, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, what does it look like when you kind of tap into this for you, this newfound power?
Let's see, the power, I believe, is still dormant at the moment. I'm not aware of its existence. But when I walk in, I notice that the heads do turn my way. Everyone seems to take notice when I arrive. Not that it is wanted attention, but I'm looking for the one who meets my eyes and has a look of expectation, perhaps, a look of privilege when they meet eyes with me, because they think they are in control.
Your eyes graze across the room, meeting almost every person. Like the second you lay eyes on them, they're immediately aware of your presence. They turn and look at you. the amount of eye contact, though you are standing so far away from these people, as these tiered, these tall, almost like columns. They're huge stone columns where people lay and just play games. They're like rolling dice. They're having drinks. They're almost falling over top of each other. Just bundles of people in this room, warm and sweaty. You see all of them almost like stop, and when your eyes arc up towards the top, exactly where you believe, you meet eyes with someone. You see a woman, pale-skinned, high cheekbones, and a sickening half smile. Her eyes are half closed, almost somewhere between eternal slumber and eternal wake. She has bags under her eyes, as if she's never slept. You see she's got blonde hair jaggedly shooting from her head in like a rock star affair. An expensive musk spills off of her, even from where you stand now. She seems to be the bleeding heart of this place. This place seems to be named after her. She's the pulse. And even now, as you two are caught staring at each other, see the roaming hands of onlookers and admirers seem to wander her suit, reach for her hands, roam through her hair. She's living off of it. She breathes off of it. She makes eye contact with you. Her smile deepens.
Lexi, would you like me to
I would
roll?
love for you to roll for Recognize a God. I just totally gave all that to you. I got so excited.
Hey, well, I still don't know her name, so.
Yeah.
2, let's see. Okay.
6.
2d6. Oh, and then am I in or near their domain? I think I am.
You are.
Let's see. And I don't think I'm familiar with their gospel, though.
No, but I think it would be bad if you did not know.
Okay.
Who this
So
person
I will
was.
add 2.
Mhm.
All right. Here we go. 12.
Okay.
Right off the bat. Let's just
Straight off the bat.
overindulge everything.
The smile, you see, falters for a second, and she stands straight up. So for Recognize a God on a 10+, you realize your divinity is actively trespassing against them. You see she is coming almost like to kick you out. You being there is far too overwhelming.
I will stand to meet her.
Okay. And you gain one single question. You are allowed to ask me one question, and I have to answer honestly.
Okay. Where is where is her deck of cards?
Out of a right pocket, you see, like, her hand is in her pocket. She is lazed out on this like beautiful cement jungle that she's let, yeah, like a panther. And her hands were in her pockets, kind of lazed around. People were reaching for her. But as she stands up, when her hands reach out of her pocket, you see a deck of cards from this like pantsuit she's wearing.
I'm going to point. I'm going to draw. Oh, yes, I have a katana, by the way.
Also, I have a gun. Like, it's just not. That's not.
I'm going to draw my katana.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to point it directly towards her, up at her on her throne, and I'll say, let's play a game.
Am I gonna do something here? She walks into your blade,
Oh!
stands directly in front of you, towering over top of you. She says, "Little birds like you shouldn't play games like this. I suggest you leave."
You don't know me. You don't know what this little bird is capable of.
I don't need to. And I think you'd be surprised just how much I know about you.
You did this, didn't you? You did.
Did what?
You're the reason I'm still here, aren't you?
She rolls her eyes. She steps back off of the blade. And what is left is this inky black ichor. She turns around, and on the bottom step, she sits down, propping her elbows back, kicking her leg up, and kind of just regarding you. I flipped the coin, if that's what you're asking. But I wasn't the one who decided. I wasn't the one who killed you. You should be happy I spared you. Life is pretty hard to come by these days.
I should be happy. I'm anything but happy. How dare you? What is fair out of anything that you've done? Why? Why me? What? I'm not kind. I'm not selfless. I'm not giving. I'm not like them. Why didn't you save them? And I'm going to just slice my blade through her across her neck. It may not do anything, but the action of doing it alone, I just have to get this energy out.
Okay, so this feels like inflict violence, but what I will say is that this person did set off your divine trigger. Yes, did set off your divine trigger of specific kind of making fun of what you've been through and
mocking my pain.
Mocking you. So I believe that that's just going to your
I'm awakened.
Yeah, your divinity is awakened.
I'm awakened.
Oh my gosh. Your divinity is awakened. Now I feel like this is an infliction of violence, would you say? Or is this act impulsively?
Sure, but it's more like a threat because I don't believe that I'll be able to hurt her.
Okay.
But it is violence in a way.
Maybe wield of power. It feels wait. Challenge someone dangerous. Perfect. Sorry. I was like, I keep seeing challenge. I'm like, I don't know what that word means. Challenge someone dangerous. This is in front of their court. Like her court is behind you, and you you swing with your katana. Go ahead and roll for me.
Okay. And let me see. Do they care about my opinion?
Yes.
Okay. Do they think they're stronger than me?
Yes, they know they're stronger than you.
Now, I doubt the crowd is on my side, though, yeah?
No. This is not a crowd pleaser.
All right. Here we go. 5. Oh, boy.
Wow. Okay. Oh, jeez. You swing. How do you falter in this moment?
I've spent so much time leading up to this that now that it's here, I think I quite literally freeze before I'm able to actually contact. And I'm almost in fear.
Back still turned to you. Actually, she stands up. She says, "And you think you're ready to play a game with me?"
I saw you see me. I saw you see everyone in here see me. And for a moment, they were no longer looking at you. They no longer worshipped you, even for a moment. You're so close. You could play a game. You could accept my challenge. You could tell me why you've done what you've done. And you could spend more time with me. And I would like to unleash my divinity that I've awoken.
What I'm going to have you do first.
Mm-hmm.
You sadly, because you failed your
Yes.
challenge someone dangerous roll,
Punishment.
you are going to suffer 3 strain.
Oh boy. Okay.
As she steps closer, and she immediately says, "Do you think you're worthy? Do you truly think you're worthy? You want to join them? You wish that I would have taken them, would have taken you over them. Them is just a word. They are gone, and you are here. And there is nothing I can do about it. And there was nothing I could do about it in the first place. All is fair."
No, I am not worthy. I'm not worthy. That is the fucking point. That is not fair. How is this fair? None of this is fair. You need to do your fucking job.
Fine. Then I'll do my fucking job. Sit down. And she'll take a seat. Are you going to do as you're told?
I am going to do as I'm told.
Okay. So I think this is a mortal move. Do as you're told.
Yeah.
This verbiage is so sexy, Connie.
I know.
So you sit, and I need you to answer one of the questions, either how are you rewarded or what vulnerability do you reveal? And I will answer the other.
The vulnerability that I reveal is that I have no plan. I am simply tumbling through wherever these emotions take me.
Ooh. How are you rewarded? She gives you a set of dice. She gives you three sets of dice, and we're gonna play a cute little game. Cute little game.
Cute.
Joséphine, I told you about this game yesterday. It's just essentially blackjack. Yeah, I believe it's blackjack. So we're essentially going to roll 2d10s.
Okay.
And the goal is, with that number, I will tell you one of the numbers that I get. And we're both going to keep rolling in hopes of not breaking 21. Hopes of hitting 21. How you are rewarded, she gives you an extra die. So you can roll 3d10 and pick whichever two you want. Would like to start with.
Okay, only 2 of them will be taken into the total.
Yes. So we both start with the 2d10. And I said, I will tell you which one I end out getting. We're rolling a cute little game. So I've got my die here. Actually, we've got D10 on our little screen.
Yeah, that's what I'm using.
Cool.
Do you think, did I unleash my divinity or should I hold on to it?
I think you should hold on to it.
All right, I'll hold on to it.
I think you should hold on to it.
She's exactly where I wanted her. Sure, yes.
Absolutely. No plans, but she's exactly where you want her to be. So what I'm going to do,
Okay.
I'm going to actually roll one of these secretly. So I got a 7, at least on one.
And I don't know what the other one is.
You don't know what the other one is. I've just rolled it right now.
And I'm going to roll 3 dice.
And you can
only
pick
2
whichever 2.
will get added to your total? Or
Yeah. To you. We're competing to get to 21.
Oh, okay. Correct.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, I will roll. Whoop. Okay. Your turn. I'm feeling confident. Are you?
Are you trying to make a move here? Is this a move?
I'm
Feel
simply
something or
speaking.
someone out. Oh, yeah. Okay. Come on, Lula. She says, if you truly feel lucky, then we can continue, but I would recommend that you stop this now. 1 round is enough, don't you think? Can't you leave this place and feel like you've had a little bit of control over what happened, or like you got a little bit of justice for what you did, or what I did to you?
Is that all Almighty God can last? 1 round?
She rolls another die. Oh, this is not looking good, folks. Okay. You roll 1 more.
Just 1?
Just 1. You're adding to the number.
Okay, let me write it down. Okay. Oh, I was only supposed to keep 2 of those. Hold on.
Yes, it was 3, 4, and 6.
Oh,
so whichever 2 you think.
Wait, do you what? I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll keep the 6 and the 4. Make it a 10.
Okay.
Nice round number.
Cool.
All right, 1 more. Okay, I'm up to 17.
And what exactly do you want from me if you win?
I want to know why you saved me.
You humans and your whys. Fine. I'll roll 1 more time. She rolls. And you see her, after she rolls, she immediately reaches for her pocket, pulls out her deck of cards, and starts to fidget with them, doing like these beautiful flourishes, specifically shuffling the deck. This seems to be some sort of like fidgeting situation, but your eyes catch it. You see the card, the 1 of hearts.
Yeah.
She moves it, and it moves back into the shuffled deck. Are you going to keep rolling?
Are you still in the game? Yes, I'm going to roll. Okay.
So you're at 10?
No, I'm at 17.
You're at 17.
All right. Here we go. Dice cards.
Guys, got to be kind.
And here's what happens. Right as I roll that result,
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to take the blade of my katana and strike right through the one of hearts that is in her hand.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this move, this is nuts.
Sorry.
This is perfect. You are going to try to kill a god? You're trying to...
Well, just trying to take her down a peg, have her in the palm of my hand, if you will.
Okay, I think this feels like...
If this could be some sort of inflicting violence.
Yes, I was going to say inflicting violence or wielding power. I think inflict violence. Go for it. Roll 2d6.
Okay. I am desperate in this moment. I'm going to add a buff here.
Yeah.
And it is personal.
It is. And they worship a god that wishes you harm.
They do? Oh,
They do.
Wow.
Well,
wow.
Actually, no, none of them wish you harm.
Okay, just kidding. Okay.
Yeah. Just two.
An 11.
Over.
No success. I only overkill or fail.
What does it look like as this card floats almost like beautifully, decadently floating through this deck? You can barely see it as it's immediately shuffled back in and flourished back out. You see the one of hearts perfectly spread out in a fan right over her heart, which she is an angel, not a human. Her heart does not sit on the left side. Her heart sits in the center, like her chest.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what it looks like for you to overkill.
I think I've driven the blade all the way through so that I am mere inches from her face in this moment.
The card glows. And she had ran herself through the blade before, and you saw the inky black ichor onto your blade. But now, the suit she wears, her spot on this concrete jungle, a puddle of black begins to form underneath you and her.
No. This isn't what I was... No, tell me.
And you see before you a coin that floats from the black up between you. She says, "Take your choice. You have to kill me or you have to let me live. You cannot have both." You did it. And I thought you were just playing a silly little game. But here we are. Your blade through my heart.
What does it feel like to be toyed with in the same way that you toy with us? What if I just lingered here, waited? What do you think I will choose? Do you want to plead your case?
Why plead my case when you don't get to plead yours? The difference between me and you, me in that moment standing over you and your family, deciding whose spirits would be poisoned, was that I didn't get to choose. It was coughs up some of this blood. A flip of the coin. You see the coin floating between you two. if you choose to kill me here. The difference is that you chose.
I'm going to snatch the coin. Withdraw my blade. You and I are not the same. We will never be the same. You will tell me what I want to know. Who do you answer to? And you will live with your consequences. That I will always know where your weaknesses lie, and I will always know where to find you. And if you let chance overtake your job, a flip of the coin, you are supposed to choose. It is on you. I will come back for you if you do not start to take responsibility. So tell me, and I will spare this god.
You spare this god. Go ahead and roll me 2d6. You might. This is a place where overkill will help you. So if you roll really well,
Oh, thank God, because okay. I see. Okay. Did I finally hit?
hold up.
I think so. 6 to 9, right?
I believe so.
Also, what nice numbers.
I know. Wonderful. Let's see. Yeah, so that is 6 and below is a miss. But this coin in your hand, you grab it from the air and you feel a curse start to beset you. And you hear in a whispering voice, the voice of the angel in front of you. Thou shalt never play fair. And you can re-roll one of your d6s in this moment.
I got cursed with thou shalt never play fair. Okay.
From here on out, you have to re-roll at least one of your d6s. If it's a divine move or a crucible move.
Okay. I will re-roll the 1. I will keep the 5.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll just I'll do 1. I'll just add 5. Oops. Okay.
You rolled another 5?
No. Not yet.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah.
I got a 9. Okay.
Okay, that is a hit. You have a favor. So you what is the question that you ask this god in this moment? And you can ask a question, they can lift a curse, they can perform a miracle. They owe you a favor. As you watch the wound begin to seal up in front of you.
Where is the god who caused my loved ones to become fate sick?
Are you sure that's what you want?
What else could I want?
Blinded by your own anger, I see. Well, to answer your question, her name is Dumaza.
Dumaza?
Yes. An angel of malady, sickness.
Do you know where she is?
She's in a sky piercer. The tallest one in the city. I mean, you almost killed me, meaning you're powerful enough to see it, but every dollar in this city leads straight up if you look hard enough.
Thank you.
Get out of here. Look at me, cage a pretty bird. This is what happens. And you see she wipes some of the blood from her mouth, stands up, and walks away from you.
I must admit, it feels good to see the mighty fall. Now turn and walk out.
Ugh. Now, you unleashed your divinity, meaning you're back to being dormant.
Okay.
Very fun stuff. I think, are we ready to take our first break here? Do we want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay,
why
perfect.
not?
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take our first break.
Add this curse in here.
Yeah, just throw a curse in there. Thou shalt not play fair. Remarkable. I hope everyone, we'll see you in 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I don't know. It's a break. But yes, when we get back, more god killing to come. Bye.
Hello, transplay nerds and new friends alike. Do you play TTRPGs but aren't sure where to start? Maybe you don't have a GM or players or a consistent schedule that everyone can stick to. Whatever your obstacles might be, I've got a solution for you. Start playing games. And by that, I mean the website startplaying.games. Start Playing is the largest online platform for players to find a playgroup and professional GMs for any game system and any virtual tabletop. Over 20,000 players have found their playgroup through startplaying.games. Game masters set their own price, ranging from free sessions to paid adventures, and their search functionality allows you to sort games by system, length, schedule, and price. You can sign up with a group of friends or meet new ones through startplaying.games. Whether you're brand new to RPGs, a seasoned veteran, or just curious about what's out there, startplaying.games has you covered. Sign up for a free account today by using !startplaying in chat. And without further ado, let's get right into it.
Hello and welcome back, gods and god killers alike. Before we dive back into our game, I want to go ahead and go through our content warnings, just so you can stay safe, take care of yourself. Godkiller is a dark fantasy series that contains content that might be triggering. Content warnings include fantasy violence, body horror, death of loved ones, grief, cancer parallels, complex and complicated relationships, disease, gambling, substance use, guns, classism, suicidal ideation, romance, flirting, references to sexual entanglements, mind control, charm magic, loss of agency, and mycophobia. Just use !CW in chat to get a full list of these content warnings. Lula. Oh, Lula. As you step out of the Bleeding Heart Casino, you see a golden coin on the ground.
I pick it up.
Pick it up, and as you pick it up, it feels almost like you can you get this urge to just flip it into the sky.
Oh, I will
And
then.
I resist.
You're right, yeah.
You flip it into the sky, and it almost like reverse gravity flies up. And where you once thought there were birds on the horizon flying in pockets of ever-changing, weaving shapes, just tons of birds, you realize they glimmer bright gold. This coin joins them, flies up into the air and joins them. And as you walk outside, you feel like they await your beck and call. And this is the power you gain from that god.
Does the coin come back down, or do I?
It's up in the sky. It's gone.
Okay.
It's gone. It's a slot machine coin.
I just start muttering under my breath. I'm not like them. I'm not like them. I'm not like them.
Lula.
Lionel. Great. You're still here. Hello. Yes.
Are you okay?
Am I okay?
And the person that asks you this question, you see nerdy kid. They're you see they're you see a nerdy Filipino kid, black hair. They seem to, for some reason, they're carrying a keyboard. You don't know why. They're wearing glasses that almost they're not for looking out and seeing things. They are for whatever soupy weird technology this kid has created. And even as he looks at you, he's looking around and typing on this keyboard as he walks. Not taking one misstep in this city, but he walks up to you and he takes the keyboard, puts it to the side, takes off the glasses, and you see he's actually looking at you and seeing the black ink around your feet, tracing your footsteps, your bloody katana. Oh.
Lionel. I put my hand on his shoulder. I am grateful to you that you have helped guide me while I am here. You can see things. Not everyone can. But for my sake, but mainly for your sake, don't ever ask me if I'm okay.
Noted. I wanted to catch up with you because well, I don't know. I lost you on the city cameras and you disappeared in here and I can't see in here for some reason. It's blocked.
Dumasa. We need to find Dumasa.
Okay, that was something I needed to go. Okay, cool. And immediately takes the keyboard back out, brings the glasses down and starts Googling. Who's Dumasa?
The god, angel, whatever, of malady. The one who took everything.
Can I ask you? I never ask questions, you know that, but I'm just a little like, what happened? I mean, I know you lost someone, maybe more than one person, and I know you're angry about it. And I know you're justified in that. He immediately like puts his hands up, like keyboard in his hands up. You're justified in that. You're absolutely justified. It's a dangerous city. Yeah.
There is nothing justified in the anger that I feel. Let me tell you that. I have no choice but to feel this rage. I wish I could feel anything else. And maybe someday you'll understand. I hope you'll never understand. You know the fate sickness that torments the city.
Yeah.
It took them. It took it. Oh! And every time we see Luna about to, maybe if you think it's about to start tearing up or start getting upset, it's like this tension overtakes her body and she just instead just either screams out or is bowled up and has to turn away. It took them all. It took my parents. It took my Sophie. Lionel, you don't need to know. You can just live in your life that is unaffected by it now. And I hope will always be unaffected. If I have any say in it, I will stop these gods from letting it affect anyone else. Why? Why do we need a god of malady? Why do they exist, Lionel?
I mean, I just started being able to see them, but feels like they need to control us somehow. It feels like we needed, and maybe it's on us. All those, I mean, we all lost people, Lula, and my dad was the original architect for the city. This city that was going to live past time and defy every science, defy every boundary, human boundary. And we needed, maybe we reached too close to heaven and they came down and brought their wrath with them.
Oh, yes. Now the gods walk among us, and they're pieces of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry about your family and or Sophie. And I really wish maybe one day we can cry together about the things that were lost, but for now, I'm here. And I'm going to help you as much as I can.
Maybe one day I can cry. What a dream. You found anything?
You see, he gets an inquisitive look at what you said, but he... we'll come back to that. Dumaza, yes, it seems... I mean, she goes by a lot of different names, but it seems like she mainly... Are you trying to kill a CEO?
Oh, is she a CEO too? How... How fitting.
Yes, she's the CEO of the... You can't kill her. She owns the most profitable company in the entire city.
And
It will immediately...
why, Lionel, why? Why can't I kill the god of vanity?
Don't we not want them to know who we are? Because that's dangerous, and you put a target on your back immediately.
Good. Let there be a target on my back. What freedom it would be for them to take me.
Fine, I'll airdrop you an address. You can go there. I'm going home. This god-killing stuff, that's all you. Oof.
Thank you, Lionel. You're better than me. That's the truth.
He reaches out one fist and hopes you remember how to fist bump. He's like absolutely positive that you're not gonna do it, but he's gonna...
I grab his hand and I open it and I put the coin that I got inside from the God of Fairness into his hand. And I close it. Don't tell me I can't do anything.
Yes, ma'am. He closes his hand. Now, I will say, the curse stays with you, though the coin is gone. This curse is an affliction.
Yeah. Just add it to the list.
Yeah, just add it to the list. He puts the coin in his pocket, and he's going to start moving through the city. You get on your phone, I feel like you've got, like, iPhone 4S. Like, it's like the really small one. It's not the big one. It's a very small one. It still has headphones, like the headphone jack. You get an addressed airdrop. I'm sorry. Always cut the tone.
Such shade. You get like a freaking like an iPhone 4.
Yeah. I mean, would Lula go to the Apple store?
Lula's not gone to a store.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get an address airdrop to you. It is what the last god said, the angel of fairness said to you. It's a building called a Sky Piercer. There are 3 of them in this city, but the tallest one reaches almost into the heavens. It's what some consider an ivory tower, where one goes to think and ponder on the world separate from humanity. This is no ivory tower. This is like it's there's almost no words for it, I think. I think you know something insidious is coming from this place, and every step you take towards it makes you feel more and more sick. The building.
Sure,
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm sure they enjoy looking down upon us from the heights above.
And the building, you are someone, you have encountered a god, you have seen the other side of this city. Something you notice as you get closer, you feel almost like veins through the city. Sickening, almost like pulsing outwards from this building. You feel this overwhelming pain. You feel overwhelming nausea. You feel almost like you blink and the world is spinning. But you get the overwhelming feeling that of what sickness lies in Sun City, it must come from here, and they are pumping it out.
Oh, God. This must be what they felt.
And you see you see on the side of this building Lucius Power in green up the side of the building.
Do I know this?
You do know this. This is like, it is one of those buildings, everyone works here, no one knows what they do specifically. But most of the, even the word power implies something. Your shitty little apartment, the power bill, you pay it straight to this building. When you go to the hospital, the bill goes straight to this, like, it is billed to this building. This is not one place. This is like almost just sucking the money out of the city through sickness, ailment, and trial and tribulation. When you step closer to it, you see two guards standing out front in this corporate park made of concrete, leaves that have been spray painted green, grass that is fake, and a spring green, though spring is long gone.
I would like to use, I think I can use a servant power once per session. Once I've killed or spared exactly one god.
Yeah, you can ask one.
I would like to know how I can make them trust me.
Wandering off into this corporate park, hidden, like, these trees are large. It's kind of also giving a concrete jungle vibe. You see a group of scientists walking out. They have lab coats on, and you see they each have a badge on them, and your eyes immediately catch them as they go. They have like little lunch bags. You hear one of them say, "We got like 10 minutes for a break, so we should make this quick." And they've just stepped outside for a break. But there are three of them. Your mind immediately goes to, these people don't care about who I am individually. If I steal the lab coat and I steal the badge, they're not going to care about anything else.
Yeah. Okay, well then, let me just scroll up to some mortal moves.
Yep. For sure.
I would,
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I would love to. Ooh, could I just follow them to where they're going for their lunch or whatever, their break, and try to connect with someone?
Yes, I would love that. Go ahead. So you walk up to these three and you see three harried, nervous-looking scientists. All of them, each of them, like one of them wearing glasses, the other two not wearing glasses. They're just kind of nervous, ripping into their lunch bags, and they're like, "We need this funding to go through. If the funding doesn't go through, then there's no our solution for the sickness. It's just it keeps going higher and higher and higher." And you hear another one of the scientists saying, "Don't worry, we'll keep talking, we'll keep filling out the paperwork. Someone will hear us sooner or later." The third one is scarfing down a sandwich. But you walk up to them and you get this overwhelming sense they are nervous. They're nervous more than anything else. But you can go ahead and try to connect with them if you would like.
Okay.
And you have charm as your divinity as well. So.
Yeah, so I'd have to awaken it again, wouldn't I?
Yes,
Hold
you
on, let
would.
me just see what I have to do to awaken
Yeah.
it. Oh yes, just turn to violence.
Just turn to violence.
Just turn to violence.
Just get made fun of.
Well, you know what? Yeah, I will connect and I will let them know. You're trying to end the sickness. Is that so?
I think Blaine can turn over to you. Yes. Do you work here? What are you in? You're not in our division.
No, but I too am trying to end this sickness. I will end this sickness that has taken so much from me. I just need a little bit of help from you. And I want to like grab them by their collar.
Okay. Is this a connect with someone, or is this? Well, I mean,
I'll connect first.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll 2d6. Or actually,
What do
I
I
don't
do?
think you need to.
Oh, I just have to. Yeah, I told them something intimate, right?
So go ahead and you answer 1.
Oh, what common ground do we share? The common ground that we share.
You said it, kind of. Both are in the
Yes, we're both trying to end this sickness.
You see the woman who was kind of worrying, who hasn't even like taken one bite of her lunch yet. She looks at you and she says, I'm so sorry. It was terrible what happened. The sickness, it is voracious. It doesn't stop. But truly, we could benefit from people like you on our floor. And I'm sorry if you work on the lower floors and you don't get the control over the solution that you wish.
Oh, I'm going to the top floor. I'll be going to the top floor. I just need a little bit of help from you, and I guarantee together we will end this sickness. I just need to borrow this, and I'll like grip on tight to the laptop.
Amazing. I do think this feels.
Now I feel I'm
acting impulsively.
Oh, that's so funny. I was like, wait, or am oh yeah, they're not slandering or mocking my pain, unfortunately.
Sadly, they immediately you connected with them first. That's a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem. But you know, I will try to unclothe them, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So, what emotion drives you in this moment?
Let me see. What are we doing? This is
act impulsively.
Impulsively. The emotion that drives me right now is she is that's not an emotion, is it? I was gonna say she's crazed, but
Oh,
I mean,
sorry. Wait, can you do your divine moves without
these are mortal
being
moves.
awakened? I know. I'm asking for a power reason.
Oh, can I do divine moves without
I
having
think you have to awaken.
my
Ugh.
power awakened? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone would.
Yeah, I'd like to phone my, so as the god, I would like to phone my god, which is Connie. Connie, can Lula do a divine move?
Yes. Technically, you can. Your divinity might not be as stable or as in full effect as you want it to be, but technically, nothing in the mechanics forbids you from using a divine move, even if you are dormant.
Woo!
I
Okay.
do feel like
Back
you
into
might
the
want to wield a
shadows.
power. Back into the shadows. You
Okay,
might want to
back
wield a
into the
power here, because your power to command these golden tendrils might allow you to hold these people here as you go inside.
Ooh, well, did I give
Or
the
knock them
power
out.
to Lionel or?
You did not. You
Okay, I just
so you
gave
get a curse and a power. They're separate things. So the curse still is with you. The power is also yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Well then, yeah. Let's try and wield this power.
Yeah. So you roll 2d6.
These golden tendrils
Yes,
come
you
down.
have not done this before.
No.
You are desperate for this to work, so that is one. Are you desperate for this to work?
Honestly, I don't think I'm at desperation yet.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Um,
I'll find another way if it doesn't.
and you're not close to a shrine lair or a domain. I don't think you're that close.
Of the god, yeah.
Of
Okay.
fairness, so you got
Okay.
this.
Nope.
Okay, you have to reroll one.
I have to reroll one,
Yes,
and I will because I don't play fair. Oh,
that's
Oh.
worse.
nope.
You,
Oh my goodness.
yeah. So you almost like the distance of birds. You know when you see birds out in the sky and they're flowing and ebbing and they're taking up this dark space in the sky, you call on this gold that is doing the same thing in the sky, these tendrils that come down and reach, and you expect them to grab on to these scientists. They grab your right arm, your left leg, and you hear a voice that says, "Why don't you come up to the top, darling?" And yanks you into the sky. You are pulled straight up. Some of the gold is like falling from behind you. You're just literally ripped upwards. It gets chilling as you soar through the atmosphere. Like you just get higher and higher and higher, almost able to look, like you look across the horizon, you still see the city reaches ever outwards. And you stop abruptly in front of a glass window, illuminated by the sign, that Lucius Power sign, bright money green.
And I'm just suspended in the air.
Suspended in front of a office, a glass window. The voice that originated in your ear, where that voice originated, you see a woman, and yeah, she sits in her office. You see two guards standing in front of her, and when you blink, they go from being regular business, like company guards, to being these hunched, bony forms, completely a skeleton with wings.
Are you Dumasa?
The very one and same, my dear. You've been looking very hard for me.
You know me.
Every one of us knows you.
Did you do this to me?
You're gonna have to be more specific for me.
Did you curse me?
That tiny little thing. That has nothing to do with me.
God damn, why?
You're getting a little angry, and I feel like it's mispointed. And I think I can help you, but
I'm getting angry. Yes, I am getting angry. And I don't know how, but can I just try and propel myself like through this window?
yes, you may. She has. I'm gonna say she's making fun of your pain. Just this smile and laughing. I think that you're awakened. Your divinity is awakened.
Awesome.
You
Okay.
can. You. Oh gosh. This feels like.
Let's see.
It's so hard. This
Oh.
feels like a challenge someone dangerous.
Oh,
This also
dear.
feels like a it's not. I feel like it's a tempt fate, but I don't know.
Challenge someone dangerous.
Challenge someone dangerous. Go for it.
Um,
You are like 100 feet in the air, being held by these golden tentacles.
Great place to be.
And you kick forward.
Yeah.
Go for it. Only 2d6.
Okay. 2d6.
Mhm.
Do they care about my opinion?
No.
Do they think they're stronger than me?
Yes.
Oh, well, there's no crowd. Does there have to?
no
Well, there's
crowd.
their
They're lackeys,
their
yes.
lackeys, but they're not on my side. But okay. Oh, but I have to reroll one.
You have to reroll.
God.
I love my curse. I love my curse.
You know what? It failed anyway, right? It was over 10, or it was an overkill, of course. Okay, let me.
Yes, an
Okay,
overkill.
so I'm going to reroll the 6.
Okay.
The exact same thing.
You got another 6.
The exact overkill. Oh, overkill this challenge. Propel me in.
You kick forward, breaking free of the golden tentacles. You cannot fly. You are the bird who likes to sing and likes to make noise in her cage, the city that is your cage, but you cannot fly. And like a flightless bird, you begin to plunge to your death until she reaches out and you see her hand reach, like shatter through the glass of the window. You see it turn and you halt in place. You are still above, you are halfway between the top of the skyscraper and the city beneath you. She says, "You think you're dangerous to me? You think you want to challenge me? You want justice? You want what? To feel avenged? To This is silly, my dear. This is silly."
Are you protecting me?
No. And halfway up from the building, you were being grabbed, like you were being held in this physical semblance of her hand. She plunges you down, slams you into the ground. The concrete cracks underneath you, almost into the foundation of the building. There's no protection here for birds who sing too loudly. This is our city.
All I want is to feel justice, to feel grief, to be able to hurt, to feel this pain that you've inflicted is in fact what I seek.
Oh,
So thank you. Can I
yeah!
could this be like a mortal trigger where I share my hidden pain with someone who's broken my trust? And clear
Yes!
my strain?
Please, absolutely. For sure.
Cool. I'm gonna do that.
Do that. You hear she falters. She says, "Me? You think I beset that curse upon you?"
If you didn't, then who did? And even if you didn't, you are not without guilt. You know what you have taken from me. You've taken everything, and I am not done.
Then come finish your business. She pulls you back into the sky. You race through the office. This glass that was shattered, she sets you down right in front. She is lazed back on a desk. You see, let me describe who you see. First, the sickeningly sweet smell of flowers floods your senses, and on the tail end of it, a small tinge of poison. The breaking of a bowstring over the low C of a cello snaps and churns with every footstep you take closer to her. A woman with dark skin, perfectly curated hair pressed neatly down to her shoulders in a purple suit sits at a desk. And you can literally see all of the sickness, and you feel this, all of the sickness in this city comes from her. Bright red lips, perfectly manicured nails. She looks at you and says, "You walk through this city as if you're the only person I've stolen from."
I know I'm not the only one you've taken from. You've stolen too much. You know what you've done. How do you sit here without guilt?
Do you know how much power I have? Do you know how many people would kill to have this much power? When I came down here, I saw a throne and I took it. I'm doing my job, and I'm doing a damn good job at it, I will say. Every person in this city, well, let's just say my reach goes far and wide. And I am not without blame, you're right. The fate sickness, everything about it, the randomness, the every hospital bill, every energy bill, every light bill, every single dollar in this razor wire city. I mean, it's all mine, and that's not good. But I'm just doing my job the same way you do yours, and every single sick person in this fucking city, every single one of us has a role to play. I'm just making mine look good.
So we are just your playthings.
You can't say you're on the same level as me, my dear. That would be something of a lie, wouldn't it?
I would like.
Mm-hmm.
You see
I
me
can tell
reading.
bullshit. I can already tell. Let's go.
I approach her slowly. Despite what you say, and I have let you keep this on far too long. I've let you speak far longer than I thought I would when I would finally meet you. And I slowly walk towards her.
Mhm.
I would like to, this would be inflicting violence, but I would like to unleash my divinity as I do so. And it is like this heat emanates from my body, and they can't help but be swept in that mirage, that heat can cause.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like they are drifting within it, hypnotized by it. As I approach her, as she's lazing here, I will straddle her and pull my blade and put it to her throat. I think you were protecting me. I think you were playing with me. I think you enjoy playing with us. But someone has to protect us, because obviously none of you in here care. What happens we're just toys to you. And I would like to just try and
Inflict violence.
inflict violence.
Go ahead and roll 2d6.
Cool.
She does not worship a god that wishes you harm, but you are desperate and it's personal.
Yeah.
Is it personal? Actually, that's you decide that.
Oh, it's personal.
Yeah.
I will re-roll one because I have to, even though this is the first success that I have from. Okay, I'm going to re-roll the 4. Wait, did it do it? Did it re-roll the same thing?
I think so. That's a success. Okay. Lula
so
did
what does
it.
this mean?
Everyone
Okay,
clap.
the fight.
So
Oh,
you see
okay.
what I will say. She looks at you.
This is what success
What do you do with
feels
your
like.
blade? What do you do with your blade?
Okay. I simply wanted her to feel the fear here.
She's feeling a lot more than fear, but go ahead.
And right as I'm about to hurt her, I think I've called her bluff, right? She wants more than she's letting on. I turn the blade onto myself to see if she will stop me, if she'll finally show her truth, basically expose herself.
Strong hand with the hand that was perfectly manicured turns almost completely to bone, wraps around your arm as you do that. It makes almost deep impressions on your skin.
I got you.
What do you want? You don't. I don't see the point in doing this.
Tell me. I will spare you when the time comes, because the time will come. If you let me know who cursed me,
You're finally asking the right questions. It's about time you knew. There were not only two of us in your house that night. And you see this echo of a memory overcome you. You see your house, and you see the others in your house be judged. And almost like it was scratched. You see fairness. You see Hamon standing, flipping a coin, and raising a finger. You see Dumasa reaching out her hand, caressing Sophie's face, caressing your family's face. And you always believed there was two. A flip of the coin, a final parting and goodbye, and when they reached you, before the hand could flip the coin, another reached out and grabbed it. And suddenly you're aware of a third. And you hear a voice. No. Not her. Leave her for me. And you watch Fairness and Malady move forward.
Who is that? Who is that? And I grab her now. Now it's like all rage has
Yeah.
set in. I grab her and I pull her towards the windows.
She starts laughing. She's just laughing as the wind of the open glass behind you blows in. She says, "That's what you want to know. That's what you've always wanted to know. What power does fate have? What power does sickness have if death is not the third and final most powerful thing to wrap both of those things in a pretty little bow? You look around and you see a city as a cage. No, those bars, they are, they matter not to any of us. Your cage is made of something different. It's made of glass. Glass that death put in place herself.
But you are not without blame. And I'd like to manifest a miracle. I would like to sacrifice the power that I was given by Fairness.
Okay.
I will let it unleash from me in its fullest potential. And I will never use it again. And the miracle that I would like to manifest is that despite not knowing Malady's downfall or their heart, I would like to kill this god and eject them from this building.
Those golden coins you once felt you had a semblance of connection to, this power that once, less than hours ago, became yours. You watch as you lose this connection. These gold pieces fall from the sky and turn into birds. Malady laughs. Says, "Do you feel better?"
I will. Can I kick her out the building?
You kick her out of the building. The golden coins transmute into black birds who fly and snatch her from the sky, pulling her apart. She doesn't even make it to the ground.
I won't feel better until you all fall. I'll turn back. What are her lackeys doing?
They immediately fly out of this place to try to go get her. What I'm going to say, in this moment, you've killed the physical form of this god. You absolutely need to kill her heart. Like, you have to kill her heart in order to fully kill her. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you make the crucible move as well. Kill a god. On a hit, I will give you where the heart is in this room. And you will fully be able to kill her.
Okay. 2d6. Okay, here's the first roll. I'm gonna re-roll the 2.
Yeah.
Can I just roll it? There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Where's that heart?
Oh my god. There's a glass plaque inscribed with Lucius Power on it. And inside that glass plaque, you see a caduceus, these 2 serpents wrapped around a small staff. And that pulses the further and further she falls away. It's like the room is getting closer and closer to you, almost dragging you to it. Every single heartbeat. And you get so close. It gets so close to you, you can reach and grab it off of the shelf.
Yes. I'll grab it. I'll hold it close. And who's in the cage now? And I want to hold it and just whatever rage fills me, just crush it within my hands.
Crush it, the glass shatters. I want to know when this glass shatters, a piece of you also is lost as well. What part of you is lost?
I lose. Oh my. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
We can decide when we come back from our break if you want.
No, I think I lose my my mercy.
Oh. That's tasty. Okay. Oh my gosh. The part of you that was going to spare her for the information, and the part of you not spare her, the part of you that spared the god of fairness, that is gone. That is gone. And you feel the weight on your soul. You still cannot grieve. But
this is what you wanted. I look out. I know you're watching wherever you are. I will find you. And you will know what you turned me into.
your voice casts upon the city, stretching out in front of you. And the sun begins to set. And this is where we'll take our next break. Wow. We got one more god, y'all.
Woo! It's a little lighthearted.
Scary.
Fun.
This is so lighthearted. It's cool. It's fun.
Hey.
Come on, gamers. We got this. That being said, Catch was back here in 5 to 10-ish minutes. 10 minutes, yeah. We're gonna go on break. When we get back, it's the final countdown, you know? Come on, Lula.
Let's go.
Amazing. We will see you in 10. Bye, everyone.
Hello, transplay nerds and new friends alike. Do you want to play TTRPGs but aren't sure where to start? Maybe you don't have a GM or players or a consistent schedule that everyone can stick to. Whatever your obstacles might be, I've got a solution for you. Start playing games. And by that, I mean the website startplaying.games. Start Playing is the largest online platform for players to find a playgroup and professional GMs for any game system and any virtual tabletop. Over 20,000 players have found their playgroup through startplaying.games. Game masters set their own price, ranging from free sessions to paid adventures, and their search functionality allows you to sort games by system, length, schedule, and price. You can sign up with a group of friends or meet new ones through startplaying.games. Whether you're brand new to RPGs, a seasoned veteran, or just curious about what's out there, startplaying.games has you covered. Sign up for a free account today by using !startplaying in chat. And without further ado, let's get right into it.
My goodness, we are back. We are better than ever. We have 2 gods down, 1 god down, 1 god down bad. But listen, we are here. We are playing Godkiller. This is a dark fantasy series that contains content that might be triggering to some viewers. Content warnings include fantasy violence, body horror, death of loved ones, grief, cancer parallels, complex and complicated relationships, disease, gambling, substance use, guns, classism, suicidal ideation, romance, flirting, references to sexual entanglements, mind control. Sorry, the word ended before I remembered it was going to end. Mind control, charm, magic, loss of agency, and mycophobia. Please use !CW in chat to get at any point in time to get a full list of these content warnings. We are diving back in, but we're not diving back into the present, because the present Lula is different than Lula 2 years ago, different than a younger Lula, different than a Lula who hadn't awoken to experience the sickness that would beset her family. You are in a dream, and you hear footsteps behind you. And wherever you look, I would love for you to describe what place are you in? But where are you at?
I'm in a gentle rolling green field with a tree casting shade, and there's a little picnic blanket with a picnic set out for Sophie and I.
Off in the distance, this rolling green, you see a house on a hill and a dark forest behind it. You've never really seen the forest before, but you know something is out there. Sophie sits next to you. See, she takes a seat. She says, "All right, so this is a dream, right?"
Is it? I don't know. Every time I'm with you feels like a dream, darling.
Oh, you're cheesy. You're so cheesy.
Well, it's true. I wouldn't know. I'm happy to stay here. If it's a dream, don't wake me up.
She looks over at you sweetly. What does Sophie look like?
Sophie has like tan olive skin, dark curly wavy hair that goes down to her shoulders, and she's got these amber golden eyes that almost look like the sun at times, and there's little like dark brown flecks within it. And she's freckled as well, sometimes darkening her complexion, and she has kindness in her eyes always.
She smiles and looks at you. She says, I think everything's about to change.
Oh, I don't like change, Sophie.
know.
Why?
You're the worst at it, but I don't think I can control it.
What do you mean?
Someone's here.
Who?
They called my name.
Sophie, you don't have to help everyone.
And they called your mother's name and they called your father's name and...
What?
Sorry, what?
Just don't go to them, Sophie. You don't have to go to them. Just stay with me.
I don't think I have a choice.
What are you saying?
There's someone there.
Please, 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 please. And I grab her hands. Stay with me. Oh, take me with you.
I don't think I have a choice. She clasps your hands in hers, and you see the shade that is cast by this tree turns her almost completely to shadow, piece by piece, starting from her feet up. Something's happening.
Oh, no, Sophie, stay with me.
Lula, don't let her take you.
What?
And she turns fully to shade, and off in the distance at that house, a fire begins to roar.
Oh, God. Can I grab her? Is she no longer like tangible in my hands?
She is different. She has changed completely. You see a woman made of shade clasped your hands, sat next to you.
Sophie, please stay. Please, I don't know what to do without you. You're the only thing that brings brightness to this city. Why? Who would do this? Who would take you?
I'm so sorry, you hear from the voice of Shade. Sophie's gone.
No. What have you done to me? What have you done to me?
I'm waiting on you to awaken, and I've been waiting quite some time.
What is this feeling?
You are so precious, so treasured, so valuable. Like this.
This doesn't feel right. Well, why can't I feel her?
Well, there are sacrifices that have to be made to be this special, Lula.
What sacrifices? What have you taken? I can't feel her.
You will become the light to this city as you thought she could do. It will be you. It must be you.
No.
And your power will ever increase, and many and all of these things, and I will be the reason it has done so.
Give her back. Give her back. Give her back. I can't. Give me back the weight in my chest. I can't feel her. What have you done?
I can't undo what I've already done.
I'm going to look towards the house that is burning, and I go running towards it.
You start running towards it. It never gets closer to you. It only gets farther, and the tree that you ran away from gets farther and stays the same distance.
No!
You are trapped.
No!
The woman of shade paces around you. Do you want the power to stop this?
Yes. Yes, how do I stop this? Tell me.
You can stop it for everyone else, but sadly, it means you'll give up the one thing you humans are very good at. Reaches out a hand, firmly grasp, reaches out a hand, waiting for you to shake. And you're still running. And she says, in exchange for the power to stop this from happening again, I can give you, well, I'll give you the power, but you cannot think of this moment ever again. And the weight that your darling love and those closest to you, you can never feel that weight.
I've already lost everything that mattered. And I'll clasp the hand.
You wake up.
Where am I?
When you wake up, I want to give you the choice here. Do you want to still be in the past, or would you like to be in the present?
Maybe just a moment in the past where I wake up on a bench out front, the remnants of the house.
Yeah.
What remains? The tree far in the background.
Yeah.
And I try. It's like I try to breathe into, to bring myself to tears, but something grasps hold of me every time. And almost as if there's a voice in my ear that whispers, "No, you are not done yet." And so I let go. And I let the anger take over. And the vengeance that fuels me. And I set out. And now I think I'll come back to the present.
We cut to the present. You are in this office. You have minutes. You have a few minutes to gather everything you need. But you feel the power coming from this god. And you have the golden tendrils before, but Malady had a specific penchant for control. You feel as if you basically get the power to cause pain and sickness wherever you please, but also, you can heal, like inversely heal. So pain and sickness, healing, and you get control of these like spectral arms, the very arms that she used to slam you into the ground of great force. Fun stuff. All fun things.
Very fun stuff.
Oof. But yeah, you have a couple of minutes in this office.
Okay. I'm going to start searching these the desks, and I'm going to put my phone on speakerphone. I'm going to call Lionel. I'm going to put it on the desk as I'm searching.
Yeah, for sure. You hear Lionel immediately picks up. Hello?
Lionel, God of Death, Angel of Death, any other names? I'm looking through files of that CEO person's office. There's files on everything. Everyone is here.
Okay, I can't. I need the name. I can start Googling, but I would need the. I could start searching. I need the name of the angel. That being said, if you see a bill for a Lionel J. Harrison, can you just like throw that out the window?
Absolutely. I'm gonna grab it. Out it goes.
Yeah. Flying off in the wind. Great, thanks. Anyways, do you have anything else? And is there a move you would like to do here?
Oh, yeah, let's see that. Let's see. I'm trying to get information here, right?
Yeah. If you have some way to act impulsively, that might be very helpful. What advantage do you seize? That could be very helpful. You could also pray for guidance. You could also
Okay, I will pray for guidance in the only way I know how. Say, God's angels, I kept all of them. You're all watching, aren't you? You're all seeing what I'm doing. There's got to be one of you out
You're
there.
very loud, and you hear fairness cut through the static.
Oh, you do owe me, don't you?
Only one favor. I've been regretting it since I said it, but you won, so.
I need the name of the god of death.
And I think in this moment, the GM describes the aid that actually comes, then answer the others. So God of Fairness answers your prayers. Right. I'm just going to go ahead and snag the what unclear omens or visions besiege you. You see a flashing of the burning house. You see the tree that casts the shade. You see your hand reaching out to touch Sophie's. 1 minute, flesh. Next minute, shadow. And you look up and you see Sophie's face, beautiful and freckled, tan, amber golden eyes, flashing happiness at you, flashing joy at you. And the next you see the face of a woman, long brown hair, absolutely beautiful, older features, and shadow climbs up her face and covers. You see yourself flying, you see yourself fighting, you see yourself shooting a bullet through a card, you see yourself taking a katana, driving it through your own heart, and in the next moment, taking the katana, driving it through this woman of shadow's heart. But lastly, you see a body covered in mushrooms, decayed almost fully, glowing, bright, beautiful, wonderful gold, looking like the carcass of the woman of shadow. Almost like wood of a tree with like holes and spirals in the gnarls of the wood. Her body sits And what pulls you out of this, Lionel says, "Oh, I got it. You there?"
Yes, Lionel, I'm here.
Okay. So this is it's weird. I don't think she lives in the city.
Okay.
Is that normal for these angels? These gods?
What is normal?
Yeah, I guess. All right. And a whisper from the god of fairness, the angel of fairness, says, "Her name is Aniel."
Anaya.
And Michael immediately, or not Michael, sorry, Lionel read it. just name dropping. Lionel immediately after says, "Her name is like Aniel, I think. It's spelled like Anaiel."
Anaya.
I
lives.
She doesn't live in the city. She lives like on the edge of this. Which I don't know how anyone can make it out there, but
Okay, all right. Thank you, Lionel. And I start looking for the file for
yeah.
NIL.
Absolutely. You go through and you go through the A's. It's not hard to find. You find Aniel. It is like first name, no last name.
Found you.
What are you looking for on this file?
I suppose any weaknesses, right? I need to know how to take them down.
In the file, you see different sicknesses that NIL has fallen prey to, but mainly something that clatters to the ground is a golden key.
I'll grab the key.
Grab the key. You look around, you see a small box sitting on Dumaza's desk.
Okay. I will go over to the box.
I don't touch the box.
I just leave that there and walk away.
I keep reading.
And I will go try to open it. Yes,
Open the
something's
box.
calling me that way.
It clicks open. Inside, you see hundreds of angels. You see tiny little Polaroid pictures of angels, their name, their heart. See, like what Dumaza could pull off of them, what she could threaten for each of them. You see written on the back name, where, like location, and specifically some sort of downfall written in. When you find NIL, you see a woman, literally just imagine Michelle Yeoh. You see a woman, older features, absolutely lovely and soft. She's got smile lines, which is the most confusing part of this. But you see her sitting in a rocking chair in front of a fire in front of a house that's in the background, this almost hand-built kind of like lodge at the edge of the forest, and you see the dark canopy of the forest behind her. On the back, NIL, Angel of Death, heart, and you see attached is a tiny little picture of the body that you saw covered in mushrooms. You see downfall, question mark.
Okay.
But you have her location.
I was like, wow, great. Okay. I will find you. And how big is this box?
It's kind of on the smaller side. You could literally take it with you. It's not a chest.
Oh.
It's small.
I'm taking it.
Yeah, for future references. Yeah.
I'm taking it. Goes in a box. Or it goes in a bag.
Yeah.
Box goes in a box.
And then I put that box inside of a box,
Goes in
and
a
I feed that
bag.
box to an alligator.
And I look about one more time, and I guess I'll just go take the long elevator ride down.
Do, 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 do. Smooth jazz. The doors open. Some scientists get in with you. I look back at you, covered in ichor.
How
They
do you
just
do?
well, and you.
Couldn't be better.
Doors. We're gonna time skip here. Rockin', that's baller. We time skip. How do you set off on your journey? I think there's a part of you that thinks, I think that you think the same way that Dumaza was able to grab you from the air and literally force you to fall.
Mhm.
You could use that. You can manipulate that into flight easily.
Oh, I could use my
You could use your own
my
hand
power to
propel you. Yes.
fly.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I will wield a power.
Okay.
Of course,
wield
I have
the
to roll for this, so
power.
let's see.
You
The
fall.
potential when I try to wield powers. Anything could happen.
Yes.
Okay. I've never done this before. I'm not desperate. I'm leaving the domain from the god I took this power from. Is that going to be
Yeah.
close enough to give me a 1?
I'll let you have a 1. I don't think you're desperate. Yeah. I
No.
don't think you've done this before.
No. Okay, so I've got a +1. And I'm just going to, close my eyes and say, come on now, let's see what benefits I've reaped. And I got a 9.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That's a success.
Oh, I have to re-roll one.
Oh, you do. You do.
Ah!
Oh. What?
I'm going
Which
to
one are you gonna
re-roll the 6.
Okay.
Yes. Wait,
What'd you-
it just rolled to
Did
the
it do
same thing.
thing? Wow.
Did I
You're
do
just-
it right?
You're
I'm just
just
going to do it again.
lucky.
Test that
Yeah,
I'm
go
doing
for
it
it.
correctly. Oh no, it's just hitting the same thing
You're
each time.
just- You're
No,
winning.
it's changing. No, it is. It was just pure luck. Great.
We'll go with the first
Okay.
roll you did.
Yes.
It was still a 6. So you describe how you fly. Describe the
Okay.
freeing feeling of flight for Lula.
I think it is a trust fall,
Yeah.
I fall backwards and am caught and swept upwards into the skies, almost carried, and arms are out, and it's almost as if this is the closest semblance of any type of peace I've felt up here above, separated from the world below, which is an uneasy realization, as the last thing I want is to separate myself from humanity. But there I am.
As you shoot through the sky, you find yourself almost wanting to tear up. You cannot. The tears almost like that spirited away, cascade away from your face, and you cannot attach them to any feeling. how useless something that was supposed to bring you, it is intended, biologically intended to give you relief, so useless now. You fly, and you fly, and you fly, and you get closer, and you see a dark forest on the edge of the city. You've never gone past city lines. You get to a place where the buildings get sparser and sparser. Houses prickle and dot this forest area. As you reach the edge of this, you see dark trees that reach up higher and higher and higher. You are not meant to go there. But before the edge of those dark trees, you see a house with a fire, akin to the one in your dream. And what I'll say, you were not meant to go in the forest. This is something you know. This is something inscribed in you. The people stay in the city. The people stay around other people. But that body you saw, covered in mushrooms, decaying, glowing, dying and revivifying every second, was in this dark forest. And you might have to do something dangerous to survive there. What would you like to do? Knowing you have to get rid of, you have to locate a heart, find the downfall,
The mushroom,
in
right.
order to kill or spare this god.
All right. How would I find this downfall? Let me see. Oh, you know what? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's what All right. I'm going to go to the house first. I'm going to slowly approach the door.
Okay, you land, you approach the door. Do you just knock on it?
Something is feels strange. Death. I approach the door and I put my hand and I put my face just against the door. I have wished for you, longed for you for so many years now. And I think you know why. Did you make me yearn for you? And I push the door open.
You push the door open, and you see a woman chopping vegetables next to a sink. A dog trots up to you, sniffing you, almost recognizing you, and goes and sits on a bed near a warm fireplace. I've been waiting for you.
Did you do this to me so that I would come for you? So that I would be here right now? Did I just play into your hand?
You're unexpected. That is for sure. This wasn't my design. But I promised you all those years ago that I would give you the power to stop me.
I would like to use the vagabond move. I've killed or spared more than one god now,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd like to ask one of the following. I can only do this once. I want to know, what aren't they telling me?
She chops these vegetables and just every single time the blade falls, you get flashes. Your mercilessness, your anger, you screaming in your tiny little apartment that used to be so full. Unable to cry, unable to grieve. And in your mind, you think death would feed off of death, would it not? But your screams layered, almost superimposed over each other as you cannot feel this grief. You are forced to turn to vengeance. You are forced to turn to anger. And you hear as the blade continues to chop, 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 chop. She does not gain her power from your loss of grief. She gains her power from your need for vengeance, your anger, the sickening red you see when you think about everything that's ever happened to you. Her only way to continue living is to force you to never grieve what you lost. Chop, 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 chop. She finishes the carrot and shoves all the pieces to the side.
You know, I'm here to kill you, yeah.
I know you're here to try.
I will approach her. Try. You think that I can't? You think I don't have the ability to?
I could point you to my heart,
I know
And
where
you-
your heart is.
and you could strike me, and I could let you drive your silly little blade through my heart, and it still wouldn't kill me. You've got enough anger to make me live forever.
I don't want to kill you. If I killed you, then how would I ever have you? How will I ever meet death if I don't leave you here? How will I ever escape this fate? I need you. That doesn't mean I don't want to take your heart in the process. And despite everything I've just learned, perhaps this is pettiness, one might say. I'm going to grab You said there's a fire, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go grab a log on fire,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to exit the house, and I'm going to go try and set this damn forest on fire.
Bula, don't do that. You hear behind you.
Oh, you seem upset. You all right? Are you feeling a bit angry, perhaps?
I'm feeling more than fine.
I keep going.
Keep going. You broach the forest. It is dark. You hear whispers in front of you. Why do you want to do this? Answer this for yourself.
It's fine. I want you to hurt. I want you to hurt.
You're not hurting me by doing this. In fact, every word that rolls out of your mouth is giving me more power. Continue. Go ahead. Keep being angry. I love that about you. Toss it into the forest. Set it on fire. Let it burn behind you while you try to shove a blade through my chest. All you've done up until now is invalid because of this.
I drop the log and I walk into the forest. I am trying to find the body.
You hear Lula behind you before silence, like cut off, and you are suddenly in the midst of the forest. And you see it before you. You see, pulsing like a heart, this glowing golden body, mushrooms growing from it. And the mushrooms are living, they're sprouting, they're getting taller. They're dying, they're wilting, they're falling over, they're getting taller, they're sprouting, they're dying. It is an ongoing process. You hear whispers all around you. What would you like to do?
All I see in this shape, in this body that's overtaken is Sophie.
Yeah.
I dropped to my knees before it. I couldn't kill death. I can't give her what she seeks. This ongoing pain, this turmoil within me. She's made me this way. I've just completely stumbled into everything she wanted. Well, gods be damned. I don't care the cost anymore. I don't care how much it hurts. I don't care what great loss I must suffer. I don't care what trouble comes with it. I know there will be trouble. I just want to remember you. And I miss you so much. And I just want to feel grief. And I like to violate this goddamn curse.
Yeah. Yeah. The body in the forest before you that once looked like death. You said all you can think of is Sophie. And you see this golden, glowing, pulsing, effervescent body gains features akin to hers. You see the amber golden eyes. You see the freckles, soft hands, and one that reaches up to you. Why are you crying?
crying because I miss you. And this world is not fair. And it should have been me.
No. 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 It You don't deserve to feel the loss and this pain. You don't deserve to be without me. There to help you through all this change. But who you've become now, that's not you.
I don't know if I am me anymore. I've been cursed and coveted and given these powers that I never asked for. And I don't know who I am without you. But I think that I have to learn someone new.
Yes. I'm afraid you will. She reaches a hand up and holds your cheek, like holds your face. And you get that feeling, the wave of death and life, a circle unbroken, happening, holding you in this moment. And Sophie says, whoever you may become, through loss, through anger, through fear, I'm glad that you got to live. I don't know anyone else who could have survived this journey as well as you. And I'll see you. I will. But you've got to see yourself now. Can you promise me that you'll see yourself soon?
I'll promise you anything, Sophie. I'll try. It's all I can do.
Tears fall from your face, land on this golden body, and I want you to answer one of the questions for yourself.
Oh my God. Oh God. They're all bad questions.
They're all bad questions.
What? Oh gosh. What shifts beyond my reach? I think that what shifts beyond my reach is my ability to simply walk amongst mortals anymore.
Yeah.
I think despite my best intentions, I am now closer to these gods than I have felt to humanity. And I've exerted these powers and wielded them in a way that they would as well. And I hate that.
Something that shatters beyond all repair. Oof. I don't want to make this worse. I kind of. Is it okay if I make this worse?
Oh yeah, you have to.
The golden light of this body before you loses the features of Sophie, gains the feature of Nil. And those features then melt. And this becomes your heart. And you hear a scream from outside the forest. And you feel every single sprouting of life, every single inkling of death, every string of fate,
No.
all of it course through your veins. As you become the angel of death. The curse is broken. And all you can do in this forest is cry and cry and cry. You do so for 100 years. And when you leave the forest, what do you do?
Oh, God. I finally leave. Oh, God.
Love you.
So waterproof mascara in my future. I may be one of you now, and I say this out to all who listen because I know they listen. I may be one of you, I may walk amongst you now, but for that reason, you should fear me all the more. And I hold on to that box that I collected in Melody's office. And I get ready to set forth on a path of reckoning.
And as your voice is cast throughout the city, what you don't see, every single angel banishing and reckoning and keeping their quadrants and causing pain, causing fear, causing suffering, or preying upon hope. All of them drop to a knee at your voice. They all know what is in their future, but they don't know when. And that fear is the last thing this city will know as we end our session.
What the fuck? Oh my god! I'm screaming!
You exit. You've been in there 100 years. There's someone leaving like a Kmart or something, or like a Whole Foods. It's like, what? Here's the voice of a god. Oh my gosh.
Oh, your friend is dead! Lionel!
Lionel is dead.
Oh, Lionel, no, 100 years. Oh no.
Hey
Oh,
Lula.
no,
Hey
and
Lula.
in that
How are you
time-
gonna be with your long lost love if you are death?
Yeah, you know, and
How?
and you know what? Lionel had a pleasant, lovely life in those 100 years. Okay.
Oh.
Yep. That's canon. Lionel found love the next day.
Yeah.
Not the next day.
Found love the next day. Stumbled across a good old stray dog that absolutely answered every single command. Yeah.
Oh,
That's amazing.
Lexi,
Marries into a big family. Becomes the
You're
best uncle.
You're so good.
No, that was remarkable
brutal.
performance, John.
Yeah.
Joséphine. Oh my
Holy
god.
shit.
Oh my god, both of you. Can everyone give a digital round of applause to both Lexi and Joséphine because that was incredible. incredible, like phenomenal acting. Joséphine, I was freaking riveted. I was hanging on to every single word you were saying, all the choices you were making, every face journey you went through, the voice, the decisions, the affect, it was incredible. And Lexi, your twists, your turns, this world building, the portrayal of the gods, the cliffhangers between each break, it was masterful. The two of you wove this incredible, masterful story of god killing that so exemplifies the themes of this game, and you made it your own. You made it your own, and we are all better off for it. Wow.
Thank you for letting us
Truly.
do this.
It was an
Thank
honor.
you.
It was a privilege. It was nothing short of a thank you. I am so grateful that the two of you lended your talents here tonight.
You've created such an incredible system. It's so fun to be like, you know what move am I gonna do? Like the power at my finger. You're like,
Also, the power. You went through the whole scene, and then at the end, you said, "I would like to violate a curse." That is power. That is power.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so rife. This is a rife system. Oh, I love this.
so fun. So
I'm
I'm
good.
glad the two of you had fun with it. I feel like the two of you were like, because you're both such incredible storytellers with like such strong ideas and such like incredible creative visions, that I'm glad that you were able to like use these tools at your disposal and just like hack away at our hearts and go, I'm gonna do this thing now and absolutely wreck you and ruin you. And I feel wrecked and ruined in the best way. Oh my god. Well, the two of you, would you like to introduce yourselves? Would you like to tell me where to find you?
Much like intros, the outros are the same for me. Just go find me on socials. I'm so bad at plugging things. Lots on the horizon though, so keep an eye out.
Absolutely same. At Black Girl Mage on Twitter, and that's where you can find anything I'm doing, because I don't know what I'm doing ever.
Okay, yeah, well, again, what an incredible session. Death's Fool, it's making sense. I was like, all the pieces are fucking coming together, baby. I was like, yeah, the puzzle pieces are puzzle piecing. Mind-blowing, truly mind-blowing. Genius. So, okay, wow. So everyone, we have 3 more one-shots left of Godkiller every Saturday until May 20th. So next weekend, I think 3 or 4, something like that. April 29th, your god is going to be the incredible Stella Luna, and your god killer will be Draconix, aka Drac. So Drac's god killer is the child of time on a path of reckoning with their divine parent. So, you know, they're going to knock it out the park too. So if you enjoyed the system, if you're interested in playing it at your own table, if you're like, this was awesome, I want to do this with my friends who don't know about the system, pre-orders for the Ashcan edition of Godkiller are open now. So you can nab your own copy while they're still on sale during the pre-order period. They're $15.
Get in there.
It's going to be 20 later. And there's going to be a wide release in June. Digital only Ashcan. So use !Godkiller in chat to get your very own Act of Heresy and to follow these 2 incredible AP performers on the internet. So go use that command, open up Twitter and follow them literally right now if you're not following them already. And of course, a massive thank you to our sponsors for this one shot, this mini series, Roll App, which is the interface we were using, Magpie Games, and Start Playing Games. And thank you everyone so much for tuning in tonight. We are going to see you next week, same time, same place, with Stella and Drac. And in the meantime, stick around for the raid. We're going to be raiding D'Angelo. D'Angelo. So I'm going to trigger that command. There we go. Use the raid message in chat. Transplaner is plane shifting into your stream. How cute. And with that, we're going to sign off here on Death's Fool. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. We love you all so much. Goodbye.
Bye.